Hey guys, how's it going? I'm James Adamo, the James Adamo Acoustic Band, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about alternate tunings today. If you read the blog entry before, these are just tunings. When you pick up a guitar in a music store, it's in what's called standard tuning, hopefully. And you know, when you strum it, it doesn't really have a pretty sound until you start putting your fingers down and playing chords. But the difference with an alternate tuning, a lot of times they're called open tunings, because when you play without any fingers pressed down, it already has a pretty sound. Okay? So this tuning that I'm going to show you today is from your low string to your high string. It's C, G, D, G, C, D. Okay? So you're tuning all of them down except for your B string is going to go up to a C. And I know that's a little scary sometimes when you're tightening it, but it'll be okay. It's only a half step. So again, that's C, G, D, G, C, D. Okay? And what's great about this tuning is if you're a guitar player that's just starting out, you don't really have to use a lot of different chord voicings. And that's a big problem for people when they start playing guitar, is that you've got to play all these different shapes, C and G and D and A. The great thing about this tuning is it always looks the same. You're going to use two fingers, and you're going to play them on your two lowest strings, and they sound good anywhere. So here's the 2nd fret. You leave all those other strings open. 5th fret, 7th, 9th, 12th. Okay? And what's great about this is if you're a songwriter and you struggle with playing the guitar, you don't have to think about your guitar playing as much because you're only playing the same shape. You're not changing those shapes all the time. So you can concentrate more on your singing and how you're delivering your lyrics. Okay. Now, the other great thing about this tuning is that it has some really beautiful harmonics. And those of you who don't know how to play a harmonic, what you're going to do is you place your finger over the fret. Now, when you play notes, you're playing in between the frets and you're pressing down. Harmonic, you're just holding your finger over the fret and you're not pressing down, you're just kind of hovering over the fret. You're still touching the strings, but very lightly. Okay? You can do that on that was the 7th fret, this is the 12th. Right? And the great thing about the open tuning is not only can you play these harmonics with your left hand, but you can start incorporating your right and you can play a little more percussively by slapping the harmonics. So it's kind of the same concept of playing over the fret, but you're kind of striking the strings to get that pop, that harmonic pop. So there's two ways you can do it. You can use your entire finger, okay, or you can use your fingertips. Okay, play around with it, see what works for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little bit of our song called Hometown Sky. I'm going to play just like through the chorus, and you can see some of these techniques that I'm using. So I'm going to play the song, check it out, and I'll talk a little bit about it afterwards. It's called Hometown Sky. I don't wanna run at the speed light no more. I don't wanna fly. I just wanna walk without a million things clouding up my mind. And I just need a break, a little break from here, a break from the city pace. And I just need some time, a little time to think, a little time to get away. Go back to the start and wrap the roots around my heart and breathe in that summer air. Breathe, let my worries disappear and watch the clouds collide with 1,000 rays of light. And I would just slow down, watching the sun go down in my hometown sky. So that's a little of our song called Hometown Sky, using some of these techniques and this tuning. For those guitar players out there, hopefully this gives you a couple ideas that you can mess around with. For those of you that are just starting out guitar, hopefully this gives you a different direction to explore. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and happy experimenting. We'll see you next time.